It was 40 years ago this month that the CDC issued its first report about 5 young gay men suffering from a disease that would come to be known as AIDS. A new miniseries looks back at those turbulent early years of the epidemic. Imtiaz Tyab offers us a closer look at It's a Sin.
But I don't suppose there's a girlfriend waiting back home in Wales, is there? Perhaps a boyfriend?
No.
But would there be, if you could? You don't have to worry about me. I'm not remotely interested.
For American actor Neil Patrick Harris, all it took was an email from Welsh screenwriter Russell T. Davies for him to say he was interested in a role in Davies' new series.
I am entranced by him. He has an uncanny ability to create characters that you want to know more about immediately. You want to keep talking with him for hours. Like, I want to go on a road trip with Russell T. Davies. He's kind of miraculous.
The 5-part drama, It's a Sin, airs in the US on HBO Max.
You going up tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Where you off to?
I don't know. Anyway.
USA Today called it easily the best series of 2021 so far. But some of the British TV channels that were first pitched the idea weren't convinced the series about the early days of the UK's AIDS crisis could find an audience.
There's a problem with a drama about AIDS. That's a tough sell when you can go and watch a detective drama and have a good time, you know?
Have you seen this?
As the show's writer and producer, Davies didn't only want to explore the impact of a once mysterious and deadly disease had on a generation of gay men, but also the shame that surrounded it.
So you're not gay then?
No. Oh my God, no.
When did you realize this was a story you needed to tell?
Well, I lived through those years. I was 18 in 1981, just like those characters. So in a way, the story's been ticking away ever since I've lived through those decades and seen those experiences.
Based loosely on the people in his own life, Davies imagined a group of gay men and their closest friends.
Silencio! I would like to give you a song.
Living carefree days and nights in London as the epidemic starts spreading across the world in 1981. Given all we know about HIV/AIDS today, it's easy to forget the ignorance and fear rampant in those early days. Davies reminds us people simply had no idea.
Because it sounds so incredible, a disease that affects only gay men who are having sex.
You can't have a gay flu, and no one dies of flu anymore.
They're down in San Francisco. My friend said it's a plague.
Don't be ridiculous, that would be all over the news.
HIV and AIDS rarely makes the headlines today, which may explain why It's a Sin has sparked conversations across Britain and beyond like never before.
It's fascinating, isn't it? I was not expecting that. But the big shock to me were the people who were there at the time who had no idea that it was happening on this scale, with this ferocity and with this maliciousness. To see people being shocked was shocking in itself.
I've talked to people who said their takeaway from It's a Sin was that they knew nothing about this at all, and it is encouraged them to learn more about it.
Why do I need all these? I mean, cancer's not infectious.
It's to protect me, not you.
Oh.
Idiot.
It's a Sin also made an impact with audiences in another entirely unexpected way. Shortly after it first aired, HIV testing soared across the UK.
They say the testing quadrupled, and that's amazing.
One of the biggest fans and most vocal supporters of the series is legendary musician and AIDS activist Elton John.
He just saw it and loved it. All of a sudden, I'm getting texts from him. He's trying to FaceTime me. I'm doing interviews for the show, and it just keeps FaceTime requests. I'm going, what a thing.
What's it like FaceTiming with Elton John? That's
so
amazing.
weird.
Harris, who came out as gay in 2006, acts alongside a largely LGBTQ cast.
All the gay characters are portrayed by gay actors.
Yes.
important to you?
It's very important to me right now in life, in the world. Not always, but right now, 2021, that vibe is kind of one of authenticity. Anyone disagreeing with me would say, but it's acting, it's just acting. To which I say, yes, visibly. Because if you're casting someone, you're casting them to be honest and true and real. So why not cast the gay person? You are already 10 steps closer to the truth.
All of the boys are just so beautiful inside and out, and yeah, they were all just so perfectly cast.
Still, the emotional glue that holds the friendships of the gay leads together is a straight character called Jill, portrayed by London-born actor Lydia West.
Came back only yesterday, moving further away.
I think we kind of balanced this like dreadful, dark depiction of a period, because it was such an amazing time as well of just fluidity and colour and openness, and that's what we wanted to show. We wanted to really just shine a light on these amazing lives that burnt so brightly way too soon. What's going to stop it spreading? What's going to save you?
The series sees Jill morph from carefree best friend to caregiver and formidable ally.
She's not perfect. She kind of goes through stages with her friends where she gets really annoyed at them and she wants them to grow up and be smart. Because there are boys dying all over the world from sex. And I want to know why.
For those familiar with Russell T Davies' work, It's a Sin may seem like a logical step. Among many programs, he is known as the creator of the original Queer as Folk series.
Alfred's the name of Batman's butler. Marvelous.
And also for the revival of the legendary Doctor Who science fiction show.
So, in terms of the things that I love, there's gay men and Doctor Who. They are both vast in my life, yeah. And it's when I write well, frankly, I write them well.
For Russell T Davies, if It's a Sin has accomplished anything, it's to shine a light on a dark chapter that's been fading from memory, and to give a voice back to those lost far too early.
One of the most beautiful reactions to the show is that a lot of families have come forward, rewriting their past, saying, my uncle, who died of cancer in 1985, that was an AIDS death, and we're proud of him. It's been the most moving thing.